Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Strange Days, where we look at stories of unsolved and solved murders and disappearances throughout Canada. If you have a case you'd like me to cover, please email me at strangedays0000@outlook.com. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll be uploading a new video each week. Thanks and enjoy. Murdered and left in a field. The unsolved murder of Amber Tuccaro. Amber Alyssa Tuccaro was born on January 3, 1990. She lived in Fort McMurray, Alberta with her 14-month-old son Jacob and her mother, Tootsie, Vivian. Amber was a member of the Mikisew Cree First Nation tribe. Amber was adopted by Tootsie and her husband Andrew. She was the youngest of the family, having 4 older brothers. Amber loved to dance and sing and had big dreams. Friends and family said Amber was a vibrant young woman who made people laugh, and everyone loved to be around her. Amber gave birth to her son Jacob when she was just 19 years old, and he was the light of her life. Amber did the best she could to provide for her son, which included staying in a women's shelter and staying with relatives. During Amber's stay at the shelter, she became friends with a woman, and the two decided to take a trip to Edmonton, Alberta. On August 18, 2010, Amber and her friend, along with Amber's 14-month-old son, flew to Edmonton for a weekend getaway. The pair decided to get a hotel room in Nisku, as most in Edmonton were too expensive. Nisku is located south of Edmonton along the QE2 highway. Amber and her friend were staying at the Nisku Palace Motel that was near the airport. Once they landed, they planned on heading to their room, then going into the city the next day. Amber was excited to be there, and around 7:30 p.m. she decided she wanted to go into the city that night for a few hours. Amber had asked her friend if she would take care of her son while she was gone. Around 8 p.m. that night, Amber was seen accepting a ride from an unknown man. Amber was never seen again. When Amber had not returned the next morning, her friend called Amber's mom Tootsie to let her know Amber had not come back. Amber's mother knew something wasn't right, as Amber would never leave her son. Tootsie called the RCMP to report her daughter missing, but was told she's probably partying somewhere, and she would have to wait 24 hours to file a missing persons report. Amber was listed as a missing person, but soon after, RCMP took Amber off of the list as there were unconfirmed sightings of Amber. September 4th of 2010, police publicly stated that they did not think Amber was in any danger. One month after Amber's disappearance, the police finally started an investigation into her disappearance. Four months after they started the investigation is when they began to interview witnesses. The police had stated that they had destroyed any property collected from the hotel room when Amber was no longer considered a missing person. Amber's friend, who had traveled with her and was the last known person to see Amber alive, was never located or interviewed. Two years after Amber first went missing, the police made a statement that they believed Amber had fallen prey to foul play and was no longer with us, that she had been murdered. On August 28, 2012, the RCMP released a cell phone conversation Amber had had with her brother while Amber was in the company of the unknown man who had picked her up near the motel. The conversation was recorded as Amber's brother was incarcerated at the time and the phone calls were recorded. During this call, Amber can be heard saying, "Yo, where are we going?" with the driver replying, "East." The phone call is 17 minutes long, but the police only released 1 minute of it. Police hoped that someone would recognize the male driver's voice. The following is the phone call released by police of Amber on the night she disappeared.
Where are we by?
We're just heading south of Beaumont, or north of Beaumont.
We're heading north of Beaumont. Yo, where are we going? No, this is a... Are you fucking kidding me? You better not take me anywhere I don't want to go. I want to go into the city. Jeez. Yo, we're not going in the city, are we? No, we're not. Then what are these roads going to?
50th Street.
50th Street. Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Yo, where are we going?
50th Street.
50th Street?
50th Street.
East, right? Over now. Bravo.
Amber's family's worst nightmare came true when on September 1st, 2012, 2 years after she disappeared, Amber's remains were found in a field in Leduc County by horseback riders. Amber was positively identified by her dental records. Soon after, tips started coming in, and a few women came forward stating that they knew the man whose voice was on the recording. All of the women named the same man in separate interviews. The man was Pat Carson. Pat was from Onaway and had a horse ranch. Onaway is located northwest of Edmonton. Police say they cleared Pat of any involvement, even though he was a known sex offender. There were allegations against Pat in that he would lure young women to his place, offering them a job, but that was not the case. Pat had been in prison for 5 years for picking up underage prostitutes and choking them, as well as 18 months in jail for sexually exploiting underage girls in the Edmonton area. Tootsie filed a complaint with the Chair of Commissions for Public Complaints against the Leduc RCMP on March 20th, 2014. Tootsie believed that the RCMP downplayed Amber's disappearance, as well as taking her off of the missing person list and the destruction of any evidence collected from Amber's hotel room. In December of 2018, Amber's family received a report stating the investigation was deficient. 9 years after Amber's disappearance, the RCMP officially apologized to Amber's family for the deficient police work on Amber's case. In 2017, a Justice for Amber Tuccaro Facebook page was set up, and they are offering a reward of $5,000 for information that could help solve Amber's murder. Amber's mother, along with dozens of other families across Canada, met in Ottawa in 2015. The families met representatives from 6 national Aboriginal organizations and the premiers, as well as 2 federal cabinet ministers, for the first ever round table into murdered and missing Indigenous women and girls. In January of 2020, a man called police stating he believed his father was responsible for Amber's murder. He said he recognized the voice on the call as his father's. Of course, this led investigators nowhere, as the lead did not pan out. Many believe that the man heard on the phone with Amber is responsible for her murder, as well as 4 other women whose remains were found within the same area as Amber's. With this, the RCMP Care Division is investigating over 20 unsolved murders that have occurred in and around Edmonton since 1983. All of the victims were women, and the majority of them were Indigenous, and many were sex workers. The Care Division was created to help with violence in Edmonton and help prevent these incidences from occurring. Amber was not a sex worker, but her case is now part of the Care Division. Amber's murder still remains unsolved to this day. If you have any information on Amber's case, please contact Leduc RCMP at 1-780-980-7267 or the Care Unit at 1-877-421-5273. You can also contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos.